In a world filled with doubters and naysayers, being open-minded to the possibility of growth after puberty is perhaps one of the biggest challenges you will face if your goal is to increase your height after puberty. For those who have been following me for some time, you all know that I was what many consider a dwarf, standing at only 5 feet 4 inches, and as an adult, life wasn't really fun. Considering that I was male, I faced a number of challenges on a daily basis due to my short stature. I struggled very seriously in the dating scene. I was often not taken seriously at work and in everyday life. Most people simply have no respect for short dudes. Public places like shopping malls and concerts were simply no-go areas, as everyone was annoyingly towering over me. It was so frustrating and distressing. At some point, I seriously considered joining the armed forces, not because I wanted to but because I was concerned about my own security. So I thought that joining the army would not only equip me with some defensive skills in case I'm attacked, but would also make me a little intimidating in case anyone dared or considered attacking me. I avoided any physical confrontation at all costs. The number of challenges short dudes face are simply endless. So, that's how depressing and desperate the situation was for me. Back then, there wasn't much information taking the rounds on the internet about height increase, especially after puberty, which concretized the general belief that it's indeed impossible and made it a lot easier for me to surrender to my fate. But this didn't eliminate the frustration and desperation I felt deep down. Any male under the height of 5 feet 5 inches can easily relate with this experience. As a short man, I always grew up admiring tall people, be it men or women, since I looked up to them as special with something I desperately wanted but couldn't have. I decided to give you a little background about the challenges I faced as a short dude so you can understand why, despite everyone insisting that it's impossible, I decided to take matters in my own hands just to live a happy, more fulfilled life, and against all odds, I somehow made it. I attribute my little success to the power of my mind. Our minds are extremely powerful. They have supernatural powers, so to speak. Ever heard of the statement, "You are the creator"? Your mind is capable of creating anything. So, 2 things you will need to break free from your mental barriers with the belief that it's absolutely impossible. One is a burning desire to get taller or increase your height. A desire is just a want or a wish, while a burning desire is a need and obsession that consumes your every thought. The human mind responds to stimuli through which it may be very excited to high rates of vibration, such as intense desire. You need to paint a clear picture in your mind of what it will look like and feel like when you achieve your desired height. The details matter because they make your burning desire feel real and worthwhile before you actually achieve it. You have to 100% want what you want, not just kind of want what you want. Which is why creating that emotional connection between you and your goal is so important. And that's why I keep telling you that it's not easy for folks who are above 5 feet 6 inches to stick to the Grow Taller campaign for long, because they won't be able to invest the time and effort and be patient for the results. All who succeed in life pass through many heartbreaking struggles, but it's their burning desire to succeed that keeps them going. It's the psychological distress that the shorter dudes experience on a daily basis that keeps them going, and some who are lucky somehow make it. Most average height men don't know what it feels like to be very short, so they just try to increase height to boost their ego, not to try to solve a problem, so they give up so easily. Some don't even get started. The second prerequisite is faith. Faith in this case means having a strong belief or trust that it's possible to increase your height after puberty. Faith is the starting point of all miracles and all mysteries that can't be analyzed by the rules of science. In the religious realm, miracles are only produced through a state of mind known as faith. In the field of science, a placebo is used to cure a wide variety of ailments, all because of the subject's belief that whatever is given to them by the doctor will cure them. A placebo is any treatment that has no active properties, such as a sugar pill. There are many clinical trials where a person who has taken the placebo instead of the active treatment has reported an improvement in symptoms. Belief in a treatment may be enough to change the course of a person's physical illness. The placebo effect is triggered by the person's belief in the benefit from the treatment and their expectation of feeling better, rather than the characteristics of the placebo. The placebo effect is more than positive thinking or believing that a treatment or procedure will work. What happens with the placebo effect is that the brain anticipates an outcome. The mind then communicates to the body the anticipated outcome and prepares the body for healing. It's about creating a stronger connection between the brain and body and how they work together. If you are struggling to have faith, I suggest that you strengthen your faith with self-suggestion. You may voluntarily plant in your subconscious mind any thought or purpose which you desire to translate into its physical equivalent. The subconscious mind acts on dominating desires which have been mixed with faith. You can convince the subconscious mind that you believe you can increase your height, and it can act upon that belief through repeated instructions to the subconscious mind. Consider this a legitimate trick on your subconscious mind by making it believe that you can increase your height because you believe it's possible. Then expect your subconscious mind to hand over the plan, probably through an inspiration or a hunch. Repetition of affirmation of orders to your subconscious mind is the best way to develop faith. But all this will only work only if you have a burning desire to get taller and if you believe that it will happen. If you have any doubts or fears, that will be a major setback. And for the affirmations to work, they have to be mixed with feelings, not just mere statements. They should be said with conviction and belief that it can happen. Ever wondered why when we're worried that something may happen, it most certainly does happen? It's because those thoughts are mixed with the emotion of fear, and the subconscious mind is left with no option but to manifest our worries. In the PDF, I briefly explained how I used self-suggestion to strengthen my faith and to keep me going despite the fact that at some point I had failed to grow. If you have faith and a burning desire, persistence will be automatic. You will be self-driven. Before concluding this video, there's one fact that should be taken into consideration. Body growth is very complex. Even tall parents can't guarantee tall offspring. Hence, since our bodies are completely different, it's not possible for every individual to increase their height after puberty. And besides surgery, no technique can guarantee each individual growth after puberty. Autosuggestion, hypnosis, law of attraction, visualization, can all be utilized to increase your height after puberty, and they may be extensively covered in the next videos, so please stay tuned. For those who haven't yet read the PDF, I will leave you with Angel's story picked from one of the Law of Attraction forums.
Hey lovely people. I grew around 5 to 6 inches tall in 3 months, all thanks to the lovely universe who responded so quickly to my desire. I am getting quite some PMs asking me how I did it. So, I thought I will share it in a post here, as it will be helpful to anyone who needs it, and anyone can access this even when I am not online and hence not able to respond to PMs immediately. I am copy-pasting my story, which I just shared with one of our members in a PM. Before telling you what and how I manifested my desire, I'll share a small incident with you. It makes me smile every time I think of it. A couple of days back, my boyfriend's mother came home. After talking casually for a while, she suddenly exclaimed, "Hey, you look really tall. Is it because of your dress?" I said, "No, I have grown tall really." She kinda made fun of me and said, "Oh, right. How can you grow at this age?" I am 21 years old. I just smiled and said, "It's possible." The reason I am telling you this is, most people have preconceived notions about everything. Everything. Can you believe that? They tend to believe that there is a limitation in everything, which includes our physical growth. They also believe that physical growth, especially height, is by large beyond our control. When living in the midst of such people, we also tend to absorb those beliefs subconsciously. Has this happened to you? It definitely happened to me. So once upon a time, I truly believed that after puberty, girls' growth becomes slow. And guess what? I actually stopped growing pretty much after puberty. I was 5 feet 2 inches and the tallest in class when I was 11 years old, that's when I attained puberty, and by 18 years I was just 5 feet 3 inches. I hadn't grown more than an inch in 7 years because I believed that was not possible. Then I learnt about law of attraction a couple of years ago and started manifesting many things. Only a few months back, I decided to increase my height with this knowledge. Here is what I did. I got clear with how tall I wanted to grow. I wanted to be 5 feet 9 inches. I decided never to think that I am short. If someone commented that I am short, I would just ignore it. I decided not to try to grow tall because then I would just keep trying. So, I started acting as if I am tall. I would just close my eyes and feel nice, proud, and confident because of my new height I was about to get into. I am not very good at visualization, so I instead focused on feeling taller rather than imagining myself taller. Then I did some stretching exercises, which was a part of my dance warm-up sessions anyways, just to convince my mind that I am taking rational steps. I didn't spend much time exercising though. That's it. After a while I totally forgot about growing tall. I got busy with other work and stuff. Suddenly, people started telling me that I look taller. So, I checked my height and I was 5 feet 8 inches. Just 1 inch lesser than what I wanted. But now I feel this height is good. 5 feet 9 inches could have looked a little manly for me. That's my story. Feel free to ask me anything more. All the best. Lots of love.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, don't forget to like, comment, share and hit the subscribe button to watch more videos like this.